just wondering. I've been battling with this, and I always call myself a new parent. I have a 5-year-old and a 7-year-old, but I still call myself a new parent because we're encountering,
don't we all,
different things.
Yeah,
so
they grow up.
Yeah, so we're in every year something different.
You never have it figured out. I don't think anyone ever has it figured out.
And please, if you have it figured out, feel free to chime in.
Please,
and the thing
please
is,
start a podcast so we can listen to you.
Yeah, seriously,
for real.
Please post on the page because I really want to present this on our Facebook page because I need answers. Yeah. Because as an educator, a driven parent, I'm definitely A-type. I definitely feel like I'm a go-getter. And
I agree you're a go-getter.
Okay. And I'm a parent who's pushing my child. I want her to be better than I was. You know, I wasn't good at math, so I feel like I push her harder in math because English is more natural. I don't want her to be a girl who's scared of math. That's I don't like it. She loves science though, which I was a science. Yay. I love science too.
But she's got to get math if she's going to get science.
Exactly. So how far is too far with pushing your kids academically? We can take it from a teacher's perspective because I remember meeting those parents who were like, B's are not acceptable. Yeah. And I was like, oh, God. Please.
My mom always said A's pay. So it was like a positive spin. It wasn't like what we couldn't do, but if you got A's, you got money. So it was like
See, that's a whole different...
But anyways,
argument too. Like I'm okay with discussing that though. So from a teacher's perspective, I used to feel sorry for the kids whose parents came into conferences like that. When I see that your baby really is in the classroom, they're putting forth their best efforts. They may not be straight A all day, every day. Maybe they can't. Maybe for progress reports, they have a B.
Well, we were talking. That's funny. We were talking about a student that. She's in college now. We wonder how she's doing because she used to cry. Her father was a principal. Not the principal of the school, but a principal. So she would be like, you guys don't understand. My dad is a principal. I cannot have anything but A's. And she was like really entitled with it. Like she just deserved. And so when it was brought up to the mother that this is an issue going on, it was like, that's right. We expect A's. So it was like she didn't have anybody... The girl was crying about it and just really like upset about it. But I felt kind of sad. Like there's no soft place for you to fall if your dad's a principal and your mom's like, that's what we expect. Yeah. I mean, I expect hard work.
So I agree. So what's happened is because my husband says that I sometimes project my fears onto my kids. So if I'm fearful of her not doing well in math because I didn't do well in math.
Yeah, but it's not genetic.
I know that.
I love how parents connect math to genetics for some reason.
Really?
And science.
Okay, I didn't do that.
They all do. I wasn't good at that, so they're not. And I'm like, what?
No, so I wasn't thinking that she wouldn't be good, but I remember. And when I say I wasn't good at math, y'all, let me just clarify. I made straight A's except for math. I made a B. Like my thing that I usually had was all A's and 2 B's. I don't remember what the other B was, to be honest with you, but I know that math was always one of my lower grades. Okay, so don't think I'm just over here bringing up D's and math,
like repeating math.
Right, I ain't failing her, but you know, it was my weakest subject.
Right.
So, but my parents always excused it because they didn't like math.
So they'd be like, "Oh, you're not good in math. That's okay. You're good in this area."
Nope. They said, oh, girl, don't worry. Shoot, I used to make C's in math, so you making B's, that's good. You know, so it was an excuse. So I didn't try hard because I was like, shoot, mama and daddy are satisfied with B's. That can be my grade that I let drop lower than the rest of them, and it's going to be acceptable because and I did make some C's in math. But I just don't want that to be her attitude because what's crazy is I went to college, girl, and I went into a math class and my first test out the gate, I made a 92. Instead of saying, oh my God, maybe I am all right in math. I burst out laughing and said, that had to be luck. Like I doubted myself. I was like, back to these C's. Like I didn't even receive it. So I don't want her to have that attitude.
Someone told Missy, and that was just this week or last week, someone told her, You don't look like you're good at math.
What does look like mean?
A little boy told her that.
What?
And so she was like, I bet my dad looks like he's good at math.
You better Joan, Missy. I like how you came back.
But and so when I came in there, she was like, where's daddy? I guess she wanted to show what her daddy looked like to the little boy. In the after school care, I was like, I think that's kind of a threat, and I don't think you can do that. Like, she was like, basically saying, like, my dad's going to whoop your butt to the boy. She wanted him to come all the way down and show him what math looks like. I was like, so she saw me like, what? You? Like, where is daddy? Oh. So I was like, girl, nobody can tell you what math looks like. Like, you just need to, but it's already starting that whole, you're not good at math, you're good at math. But she's really good at math.
Gender-based stuff where boys are good at math. Like, I'm not down for that.
Missy is really, really good at math. And okay with the other stuff, but like that is her. So that was super offensive for him to say you don't look like you're good at math.
But the look part is that she's a girl, so that's what I'm trying to fight against. So with all that being said, did y'all do like timed math problems and all that stuff? Okay, so
there's like an app on the computer thing.
That's what she uses.
Yeah.
So I noticed that she beats herself up on these timed math problems. Yeah. Like, I'm not even fussing, and she is already in shutdown mode and just beating herself up. So I took a step back, and I started doing this website called Zern, Zearn, like learn, but Zern. Okay, cool. So, guys, Zern.com is free. Great math help. All right. So, I was like, I'm just going to do Zern. It has a little teacher that walks them through stuff, shows them the fundamentals, all this stuff, great lessons, teacher's best friend. I just assigned them to a class, and I said, it's called Miss Mitchell's World. Okay. So, anyway, she got on that, and she's knocking these problems out.
So, it's the pressure?
I believe it is. And so, I just told that doctor, I was like, you know what? I'm not doing these time things every day. And I'll talk to her teacher about it at the conference. I said, we'll do them on Fridays, but Monday through Thursday, she's going to practice on Zern. And he was like, I'm good with that. He's a math guy. Yeah. Like, he really likes math. So he was like, I'm cool with that. He said, my biggest concern is that she knows how to do it fundamentally. Like, if she doesn't learn the basics and doesn't know how to work the problems out and get through those problems, before being timed, right? What's the point in her being timed? Right. So we went through that, and I had to take a step back because I was like, no, you about to do this extra math. You about to get on extra math. Get on. And it was just a fight every day. But now she likes getting on Zern, but it took the timer away. Yeah. So I was like, oh no, I'm about to be that parent. I think she needs a 504 for anxiety.
Oh Lord. Speaking of 504, I think that mine was the professor actually has made it very easy for Missy because learning comes very easy for her, and it didn't for him. So we were so hard on him, like trying to figure out, and so we've come to understand, like, everybody learns how they're going to learn. It's not all about being a student, top, all that. So for her, she has a different goal, and it's her own. Like, she wants to be the best, but we're not saying, like, okay, you better be better than this, because we already know everybody's going to be different, and they're going to have different smarts. So for us, it's a little bit different, and my mother didn't really do that to us because all of us were gifted. Either. So it was like, she was like, luckily all my kids were gifted, so I never had to worry about that, and A's paid, so we always got money. So it wasn't like she never had to deal with a difference between intelligence with any of us. So, and you probably won't either with your girls. They're so brilliant. A child of a teacher should come in with a little bit more than a child not. Like, I feel like that should be expected.
And I get it, but I have to really stay conscientious about going overboard. Because as educators, I feel like we see so much that is it is very tempting to try to do everything to prevent our children from falling into those things that we see in our classroom so much. Yeah. Yes, we know that we are different families. Yes, we know that we have different upbringings. Yes. All those things. But at the same time, there's still this tendency to say, okay, my child gonna be better than that. I'm gonna make sure you go up in these classrooms and you act right, because I know some of these kids, all that stuff. And so I try not to subject them to those things.
Yeah.
So I don't know. It's been definitely a new year. Because second grade, they're getting ready for third grade in the milestones.
Yeah.
Blah, blah, blah.
And Missy's in third grade, and it's very interesting. But she seems to be fine. Like, I'm not so worried about her.
And, I think they will be fine.
The question is, do you push your kids like that? If for you non-teachers or you teachers, if you're a parent, do you have kids and do you expect only the best from them? Like, I think that's the major question.
Right, because I feel like these things can fall into... if you're an educator, if you're educated, or if you feel like maybe you aren't where you would have wanted to be in life, so now you're pushing your child even harder to make sure he or she does not fall into the same. Good,
all right,
good stuff,
so that was our teacher talk, and so yes, join us on our Facebook page. And go ahead and weigh in on that and let us know what you think, because I definitely feel like that's something that will drive later conversations. All right, some sweet tea.
Oh, I have some.
You do? I'm so surprised.
I know someone who is being recognized. I actually know two people who have been recognized for 40 under 40 in the last month and a half. Oh. And I feel like
Are any of them in the room with you?
One of them, but I'm going to talk about the one that isn't right quick.
Oh, who's that? I don't know that person.
All about you, sunshine. All about you. No, but seriously, my cousin Casey Bethel
that's right. I know him too.
Got 40 under 40 at UGA. And that was pretty cool. And then I turn around like the next week, you let me know that you got 40 under 40 at your school.
Bethune-Cookman University.
Say it, girl. Say it.
I did.
And so I feel very honored to be surrounded by such greatness in my close circle. So I'm so proud of you. I feel like I'm getting it too.
You are, because, Sweet Tea and Sunshine is definitely in my bio. So I feel like, I don't know if any other 40 under 40 are podcasters. So I'm just saying, big girls doing big things.
Girl. Ooh, you better go, girl.
I'm excited. Homecoming is coming, and this brunch will be had during homecoming. I was hoping y'all could come.
I know. That is not out of that's not out of the plans. But I have to actually tell my spouse that we're thinking about doing it. Sometimes
if y'all are coming, you need to come, and hurry up and let us know, because World Famous may have some tickets, some game tickets, if y'all are trying to go to the game.
Okay.
Like he's trying to get a whole section, so.
Yeah, we have to.
Not even like he has pull like that. I don't know how.
He finds a way.
Yes.
He walks in like he's VIP at the,
what was it? Resourceful.
What was the thing?
That tower, Sears Tower. Will's Tower. Anyways, he is so resourceful. People call us and they're like, can y'all find tickets to blah, blah, blah? And I'm like, I don't know how we would know that. And then he comes up with them out of nowhere. And I'm like,
dang, I'm calling him before we go to Disney World next time.
I know way more people than he knows as far as networking, but he figures things out. I don't know.
He's not afraid to
He's
speak
got this
up
amazing
and ask.
Yeah.
Because some people feel afraid to ask people who have connections for
Well,
things.
that's our list of friends. We don't ask friends for favors before we ask them about just themselves. Like, I just feel like that was on our list of 9. Remember that? But we talked about that. Don't only call me when you need something.
You gotta know the person, though. Goodness, I'm so nervous about our elephant in the room because, by blood, I'm a fan of this person because they definitely came from my husband's alma mater.
True.
But I'm nervous because I think that you've brought up some great arguments.
I'm thinking the episode before last, we talked a little bit about, we mentioned.
Yes.
And
you told me about this card being taken away. And it's just, well, when I saw the picture, that was almost enough to make me just totally flip the script. But tell me what has gotten you, because you are up in arms about Cam Newton.
So the whole, He is appealing to